The place, of course, is beautiful, but I think what makes a difference is the people.
Yeah, even like when we're in the water, like and your coach is with the other person they're coaching, the other coaches will cover you, give you good feedback, and then the students kind of like this batch was great because everyone was like cheering each other on. There was a lot of positivity, and I think that's because we're mirroring the coaches.
Yeah. Everybody from the girls in the front to the cooks to Diego serving drinks. I mean, everybody's just on top of it. So, I mean, amazing experience. And I think that people make the huge difference.
Halfway through the week, he booked another trip.
I did.
I have always wanted to learn to surf, and I live on the Gulf Coast, and the conditions are not ideal for it, very inconsistent. Brother-in-law told me about this place from an article he had read. He sent me the link to it, and I looked at it and said, I have got to go there. And so here I am.
I surfed a little bit like 15, 20 years ago in Santa Cruz at Cal's longboard break. Just like straight in, 2 feet high. And we had been to Nosara 17 years ago, just on a different trip. So we kind of knew that it was a cool spot. So we think you have to book it way in advance. I think we booked this trip like 2 years ago. So, and here we are, yeah.
I started surfing because it was a sport that I wanted to get better at. I'm a big mountain biker and skier, and it's always just been something that's been like on the horizon that I was never very good at. So tried it just a handful of times, a few hours before coming to Surf Simply.
Beautiful, Brian. Foot in the middle.
Kind of most things in my life, I wanted to go full in. And so when I started researching this and got a couple of referrals about Surf Simply, knew that this was the thing to do, an intensive week to really learn how to surf. So.
2.5 years ago, my first experience was in San Diego, very cold one, and didn't like it very much. But then I went to Mexico, warmer waters, and that's when I started getting the bug of it. I heard about Surf Simply, I think Forbes magazine, something like that, and this just intrigued me, and I started looking into it. I saw a lot of reviews, everybody was positive about it, and that's when I decided to come.
You can have a coach help you surf, and you maybe learn 10x than doing nothing, but then you come to Surf Simply, and it's like another magnifier on that, like another 10x. So honestly, I've just learned from being here with a couple of times in between. The big goal was check turns and S cutbacks, neither of which I had done before, even a simple turn. But then what I was really working on was keeping my hands down, looking towards the wave and putting it all together, putting my foot back.
But you made it. You made it.
That front foot is in an okay spot. The back foot, she steps back. And it's not going to be a very tight turn, but what do we see ahead of her? Is the wave really soft, or does it look like it still has a bit of wool?
Eduardo was our coach.
So what do you think? Is he too far in to catch it, or is he in a good spot to catch it?
It's too far.
Yeah. Is coming way more steep, and it's almost about to break.
Yeah.
So especially if we're swimming with longboard, we want to avoid, being in front of a wave that's on the lead stage. I would try to catch it.
He was able to show us how to control the board, and it's not just a matter of standing up on it. You have to be able to maneuver it once you're there, or even get to a place where you can stand up on it. And that was really, really foundational for me.
Cobblestones, shipwreck, something has to push a wave up to the surface and trim it. So that's how we get the upper part of the wave breaking over onto itself. So
What really struck me, I think on the second or third day, wow, I was really clueless. I had no idea what I was doing or what I should be doing or angling the board or lifting the rail or anything. And now, it's so broken down and I've got notes and videos. So I feel like I've got stuff I can work on, for years probably.
My coach was Amaya. First I started in the whitewater, kind of just getting used to the board, getting used to turning the board. But during the week was able to move out to the out the back to the green waves.
If we were to take off straight to the beach, we would end up in the whitewater. Okay, and that's why I want you to already start thinking about looking down the line, so we can maybe pop up and get straight into trim, and then that way we're surfing down the line rather than getting caught up in the whitewater.
And was able to catch a few of those, working on kind of locking out my elbows, leaning into the turn, and angled takeoffs. So a lot of improvement for the week.
This year I've been to 4 different surf camps, and by far these are the best coaches I've had.
I think I'll remember the people. It's a great group of people, a lot of camaraderie. So it's pretty intense, a little bit of a boot camp, surfing twice a day and stretching. And it's kind of energized me to spend more time surfing, be more serious about my surfing, do more surfing trips. And then hopefully I'll be back in a couple of years and be much better.
This place is very special, I think. From the time we got here, everyone knows your name. Everyone is familiar with you already, which really makes it personal and friendly. Just puts you at ease. You feel good everywhere you go. Everyone says hello. Everyone is eager to help you in any way you need. And that meant a lot.